We talked about a couple of mentors along the way that have helped inspire you. One at Notre Dame, prior to getting in, and then once you were in. Tell me about those two individuals and how they literally changed your life.
Well, I was talking about Bob Welsh. I don't believe he owns Welshco anymore. Welshmart.
Yeah,
but
I think it's all
how he changed my life, and I know he's a Porter County person, so hopefully he sees this video, but he helped get me into law school at Notre Dame. I needed help because my scores weren't where they needed to be to get it automatic acceptance. I was waitlisted, and when you have a hall named after you at Notre Dame, you have a little bit more pull than Tom McDermott Jr. does, and he met with me, knew my family, gave a good word to me, and changed my life. I met my wife after that. I literally met Marissa and then had a family because of a decision that he made. He could have ignored me. And, it's just neat how little acts of kindness by people can change their life. And I continue to remember people like him. And, he's still around. And every time I see him, I tell him how thankful I am. But that's a
give you a shot.
Oh, my gosh. He changed my life.
You get to Notre Dame, and there's another guy that jumped in right off the bat.
Yeah, Dean Link. He was the dean of the law school at the time. So he pulls me into his office when I first become a student there and tells me, you're in the big leagues here, McDermott, and we don't think you're going to make it. Literally tells me,
And you're probably already thinking, oh my God, I'm at Notre Dame, holy Christ,
I know,
what's happening?
I was Golden Dome, and I'm surrounded by all these. There was a NFL player in our class. There was a Hollywood actor in our class. So I'm impressed already. And they're like, McDermott, you got to go to the dean's office. I'm like, really? It's like the first day of school. So I go there.
I didn't even do anything wrong yet.
He sits me down for a half hour and tells me how much he thinks I'm going to fail out of Notre Dame Law School. So I have, and by the way, it costs $25,000 a year, and I'm taking student loans out to go to this school. And I'm like, great, I'm wasting all this money. I'm going to fail out of this school.
So how much of you panics and how much he had sort of doubles down in determination?
Oh, I was scared to death the whole time I was in law school. People asked me, what was law school like? I said, I was petrified for the first 2 years.
Yeah.
Third year, I started feeling like I belonged there. The first 2 years, I was scared to death all the time. Every time a grade would come out, I was petrified. Because I'm going to school with a bunch of geniuses. Somebody's got to get an F.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm the guy that's going to get an F the way I looked at it. I didn't, thankfully. I did actually fairly well. I had over 3.0, which is great at Notre Dame. I wasn't top of the class,
You talked a little bit about he gave you that early lesson, and then he's gone on to sort of live his life in a very giving-oriented way. Where's he now?
Great story. In fact, maybe you could reach out to him. So Dean Link at the time was a deacon in the Catholic Church, and his wife passed away, and he became a priest and left Notre Dame. We had a new dean take over. And then about 20 years later, I'm at a Notre Dame football game. I'm at a tailgate with a bunch of alumni, and I see this guy as a father. And I said, that's Dean Link. And I haven't seen this guy since the day he sat me down in his office and told me that I was going to fail out, basically. And I got to sit down with him. I bought his book. He was selling a book. And I found out he's a priest at the Michigan City Jail. And he's been there for years. We're only 45 minutes away from each other. And basically, I got to tell him that he changed my life. And I'm a mayor now. And he found out I was the mayor of Hammond. And I could tell he was really affected. He was like tearing up a little bit. But we took a picture and put it on Facebook, and had a zillion hits. That was one of my more popular posts because it was just such a cool story.